Hi guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Today we're going to be playing with the Friendship Book Plate BetterPress of the Month. This is just lovely with that frame of all the pretty flowers and the fun sentiment. So this is designed to look like the front of a book plate, yeah, or the inside cover, but I think this is going to make a really, really pretty card. So let's go ahead and get started. So I thought I would try this first and see if it works. And I'm still not 100% sure, but I think it's gonna. So what we're doing is I went ahead and inked up my background panel with Leaf BetterPress ink, but I want the flowers to be hydrangea. So I am cleaning those flowers off. I've got a baby wipe and just the dull end of the other end of a brush, not the brush end, but the other, just to wipe that away. And I'm using some stamp cleaner. This is actually Stays On ink, Stays On cleaner that I forgot that I had, but that I believe works well on archival ink. So far it does seem to be taking off most of that green. So I cut a baby wipe into some pieces so that I'm not doing the whole one. So this is kind of the first step. And one of my crafty buddies sent me a link to a video last week, I think it was last week, showing how one of the hacks someone had done using the BetterPress, and that was using a silicone mat. So that's one piece. So now I need to put it onto my platform, onto my chase. So this is something else I'm trying out. I don't know if it's going to work, but I taped down the paper that comes with my BetterPress. So I taped it down so I've got it where I can see that it's going to be in place. And this is the part I don't like. I don't want to get my hands all inky. I'm going to put it down on top, lining it up right where it's supposed to be on that platform there. Everything is staying clean. Now what would probably be better is if I were to make a copy onto some acetate. That I think would probably work better. So that's the first part. Then I'm going to do like we normally do and tape down a piece of cardstock, heavyweight. I'm going to use some watercolor paper like I've been doing lately, and we're going to run this through and see how that does. And I'm going to just roll up some tape to go into the center of my cardstock here because we're going to be coming pretty close to the edges. And since it's in the center and there's no image in the center there, we shouldn't have an issue with any excess pressure. So now I'll just place that right down on top. And now except it's in the wrong spot because I laid that all the way up there. So now I'm going to move it up to those top registration lines. Now we can run this through my die cutting machine. Okay, so the flowers, they're still there, but it's lighter colors. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this off, and I'm going to try putting the hydrangea just over the blooms. So I'm using a finger dauber and just going over the blooms. Yes, it is getting onto some of the leaves, but I think that's going to still be okay. Majority of the color is going to be on the bloom. Okay, so now I've just got the blooms, and I'm going to come in and wipe off a little bit of that excess. I'm not going to wipe off too much. I'm going to get a smaller brush, though. Let me try this one. Hopefully this is going to make it small enough so I can get into some of those little areas a little bit better and wipe some of this off. Again, it's not going to take all of it off, but it's going to help it. Okay, I'm going to say that that is good enough. So let's bring our chase back out. One thing I did notice when I tried running this through, first off, I've been running an extra shem inside here for the, since I've been using like regular cardstock a lot because I wanted to get a better impression. So I have been doing that. I had to remove that because this is thick enough also that it didn't work well. However, since I pressed it in there, now there is an impression on this card. It's going to make positioning this even easier to make sure it's in the perfect spot. It just kind of slid right on in there. Now I can put my platen back on top. And we're going to run this through again, and fingers crossed, the blue flowers will be in perfect placement. And they were. That looks great. So I've got some little blue flowers along with the green, and the colors are similar enough. So the little bit that's not exactly perfect is really not noticeable at all. I think that is lovely. Yeah, I think I'm going to add these little guys here, and I'm going to add them on with some foam. So I did the sentiment from that BetterPress plate set along with one of the dies. It's cool. It's got two dies. One will fussy cut out this sentiment. The other one is this nice little oval that you can fit right in the center or off to the side, however you want to do it. I'm going to do it up in the upper left-hand corner, and pop it up on some foam. So first let's put our sentiment up here in the corner, but have some of the flowers, have some of the background still show through, and just popping him up on some thin foam as well. And now I'm going to add some bling, actually a lot of bling, to the front of this card. I've got these little teal gems that I've had in my stash forever and haven't used them. So I'm going to put them in the center of each of our flowers. And then there are these little circular buds that I think are perfect for these little guys. So I'm going to be doing that over the entire card. And there we go. That turned out so pretty. Oh my goodness. I think the gems just finished it off so nicely. Anyway, yeah, you guys have a great day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.